Hey guys, me Steve, Corvette Chevrolet. Today I have the opportunity to talk to you guys about something that's, I don't know if it's ever happened before, at least in my 10, 11 years, it certainly hasn't happened yet. And that is we have actually 3 C8s on our floor right now. One of them is actually sold for a customer. We've been hanging out here until the weather warms up a little bit for him. But we actually have 2 C8s, Corvette Stingrays, that are on the floor that are available for sale right now. They're both a little bit different, but the main difference between the 2 vehicles is one's a Z51, the other one isn't. So I thought today's video would be an excellent opportunity for me to take a really quick moment, show you the difference between the 2, the price point between the 2, what all you would get, and whether for you, a prospective Corvette buyer, adding that Z51 package is worth it or not. So let's get to it. First things first, my name's Steve Jacobs. I'm a sales consultant, and over the past year here, I'm also the digital retail manager here at Corvette Chevrolet. That's just a fancy word of I take all the photos and do all the social media stuff here. By far and large, my biggest priority here is selling cars for us here at Corvette Chevrolet. If you've stumbled upon me, I've been doing this YouTube thing now for 4 or 5 years, and I appreciate all your support through the channel. I talk here about Chevy products mostly. Occasionally we'll talk about General Motors and some of the broader things that they're doing as a company, since we are part of that. But for the most part, everything you're going to find here at Chevrolet or is based around the Chevrolet brand. My videos feature information that I'm hopefully that you, the consumer or salesperson, can use to either make a decision on whether you should buy a Chevrolet vehicle. Hopefully you do, and hopefully you buy it from me or us here at Corvette Chevrolet. And if not, maybe you're a salesperson that's looking just to educate yourself a little bit. Maybe you can use one of the videos I've made to send to your customer to show them how you program a clock in your driver information center, Bluetooth problems, or maybe they have a question on what is on a Z51 in a C8 Corvette. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I have 2 C8s on my floor. I have a white one standing right next to me here, and I have a black one behind me. The black one has the Z51 package. The white one does not. The black one is $102,760. The white one is $980,970. So roughly a $5,000 difference between the 2 vehicles. Both Corvettes are 3LTs. Both Corvettes have the front lift for $2,595. The white one here has a $4,000 chrome wheel package on it. Also has the Nassels package on it with the body matching curvable rooftop. Let's get right into what's on that Z51 package, what you're paying for. First of all, you have a performance suspension. You get the Z51 Performance Brembo anti-lock brakes. These help reduce wheel lockup, maintain steering control during hard braking and slippery surfaces. The Brembo 4-piston front and rear monoblock calipers, large front and rear rotors, and on the calipers, you get the Z51 script. You get a body-colored standard Z51 spoiler. You get a special Michelin summer-only pilot tire. Performance exhaust, which bumps up the horsepower to 495. 5 more horsepower. We'll take it. The ELSD electronic limited slip differential. It's going to improve traction while cornering and more aggressive handling. So those of you that might be doing aggressive driving, track driving. Come on!
Bobby moves to the outside, not a lot of room. He's in the wall.
Definitely something you're going to want to think about. You get a different axle ratio. We bump up the axle ratio to 5.17 on the rear. Heavy duty cooling system. You get a rear mounted third radiator and brake cooling ducts. When it's all said and done, if you go to Chevrolet.com, you will find that Z51 Performance Package, $6,345. Now, some of these items you can add to your Corvette without putting the Z51 package, but if you start getting crazy with it, you're going to find that the system defaults to making you do it. So another free-floating option that we see a lot ordered on Corvettes is magnetic ride control. It's $1,895. You could put it on a Z51 or not. But if you're going to add it to the Z51, you're going to see that you have to add it with the Z51 performance package with the suspension. It's a separate code with the Z51 when you add the magnetic ride control versus just magnetic ride control, like this vehicle that doesn't have the Z51. Front lift, exhaust, and magnetic ride control all can be added to a non-Z51 vehicle. But if you're going to add the Z51 package and you want magnetic ride control, there is a separate option code for that. One last thing to quick really go over is, depending on what goes on with constraints and builds with Corvettes, you might find that the Z51 package isn't available. That's exactly what happened with this white Corvette here right next to us. When we had the opportunity to build it, we take every Corvette we can get. When we had the opportunity to build it, Z51 was on constraint. We weren't able to add it on, but we went ahead and built one without it. We would rather have the Corvette and the opportunity to sell it versus just saying, oh wow, we can't have the Z51 and now we don't want it. So depending on how much of a rush you are for your Corvette, certainly a lot of constraints come in and out of the Corvette. So certainly don't think it's just the Z51 package, but it can hold up your order, which we don't see happening as much as it did in the past, but you never know. But constraints are a funny thing, and you never know what could hold up your order. It's best to go in, talk to your salesman, sit down with them, ask them the questions. They could put it in the system and kind of get a feel of it at the time. We always like to put your order in, get yourself in line, and then when it does get picked up with the allocation, we always give you a jingle, say, hey, here's what's going on, this is what this is looking like, what would you like us to do? So that's today's video. Let me know in the comments below, if you had the opportunity to get a Corvette, would you get the Z51? If you decide not to get it, what free floating options would you add on? Let me know in the comments below. If you watched my previous video, the video on the Colorado Driver Information Center, which I think it's important, if you guys have the opportunity, definitely watch that video, because I saw pictures of the new Equinox, and another dealership not too far from us finally got there, 24 Traverse. It's definitely the Driver Information Center radio that is in both those vehicles. So it's a good opportunity to watch it, familiarize yourself with it. Any questions you have with it, give that a watch. I'll put the link to it right up here. I sold the Suburban, so you're not going to see the video on the Suburban. And in 2 weeks, I am headed down to Corvette training in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So hopefully I could do a big old daily vlog along that. I don't know how that works down there and whether they want me to do it. But yeah, I'll do it if I can. So that is today's video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.